Did you know you can find information about courthouse foreclosure auctions on auctionnetwork.com? Just look for this banner on the homepage and click through to a map to find scheduled foreclosure auctions near you. The list changes every day, so check back often. On auction day, you can text us to get up-to-the-minute bid changes, postponements, or cancellations.
Do you have a property you would like to sell on Auction Network? We can help you list and sell in about 30 days if you need to sell quickly, and close in as little as 30 days. Our auction experts will walk you through the process and even provide a complimentary auction valuation. Call 1-800-801-8003 or send us an email at customer.service@williamsauction.com. You're watching Auction Network. You're watching Auction Network.
Hi, I'm Tara Vreeland, and I'm here to walk you through how to place a bid here on AuctionNetwork.com. Before you can place a bid, you need to register. For help with that, simply watch our How to Register tutorial. And after you've registered, bidding is easy. First, sign into your account at AuctionNetwork.com. Next, find the properties that interest you. There's many ways to search, by keyword, date, or even with a map. For convenience, add them to your favorites to customize your own personal dashboard. All of your properties in one convenient location in your account. Now, when you've decided which property on which you'd like to bid, you do have a couple of options. You can enter a max bid. This allows the bidding system to bid on your behalf until the competition stops or your max bid is reached. Another option is to bid incrementally, one step at a time. And to join a live on location auction, go to the home page at the time and day of your sale, sign in, and start bidding along with the auctioneer. Be sure to follow the bidding application and turn your speakers up. That's all there is to it. Now go get that dream property. Good luck and good bidding.
Did you know you can find information about courthouse foreclosure auctions on AuctionNetwork.com? Just look for this banner on the homepage and click through to a map to find scheduled foreclosure auctions near you. The list changes every day, so check back often. On auction day, you can text us to get up-to-the-minute bid changes, postponements, or cancellations.
Good Thursday afternoon to you. Welcome into Auction Network Live on this October 19th. We got a big day for you. We're going to be in the great state of Texas. In fact, we're going to be in East Texas. We've got some property out there, some beautiful land out there in the Lone Star State, and then some even prettier land out in Colorado that we'll be auctioning. Kind of the Snowmass, Aspen area, if you know where that is in the western part of Colorado. But really just some fantastic properties we're getting ready to auction off throughout the day today. We're going to be in Tyler, Texas first here in just about 10 minutes. We've already got our crew on site. Our auctioneers are out there with folks registering them and ready to place some bids out there. And we're online with you here at Auction Network. And then coming up here in just a little over an hour, we'll be back with you for that property in Colorado. In the meantime, let's take a look at all of this auction business we're going to have in the next hour and a half. We're going to the, if you're familiar with the Tyler area, it's the Oil Palace. There's some land out in that area that we're going to auction off, as well as a house sitting on quite a bit of acreage. So it's just right all in that area. The Oil Palace has been around for a long, long time, since '83. In fact, I think they're getting ready to celebrate their 40th anniversary next week. So that's where we're going to be heading. This is going to be a different little bit lot order that's listed on our website here. The auctioneer on site is going to start with lot 4, 2, and then 3. Take a look at some of the photos here. We'll start with lot 4 to walk you through what we're going to be auctioning here momentarily. 78-acre ranch, about 5,000 square foot house. 78.9 is where we're sitting. That house built in 1980. It's very pretty. Got huge floor-to-ceiling windows in this one room. I think it's more of a family room. It's got a huge fireplace and windows looking off to the backside of the property there. Some aerial shots for you, kind of give you an idea where we are. That's the Old Palace over there on the right-hand side of the picture. The actual address, 16611 County Road 192. Tyler, Texas, the rose capital of the world. In fact, I used to be a news anchor in Tyler, Texas. Gosh, it's been 16 years ago, I guess now. It's a long time ago. I've still got friends out there that anchor the news and work in the news business. So it's a fantastic little community. Just about an hour and a half drive into Dallas. So it's an easy drive over there if you wanted to get into Big D. Beautiful lake out there. My cousin was actually married on Lake Tyler a couple of years ago. So I've had a lot of fun, a lot of good memories in Tyler, Texas. There's actually a rose museum there as well that smells like roses on the inside. All right, so that auction happening here in just a few minutes. That'll be the first one to go. That's lot 4 for us. Lot 2 will be auctioned after that. This is a piece of land just ready to be developed on. 22.273 acres, so a little over 22 and a quarter. Some more aerial shots for you there. And that'll be lot 2 for us, and then lot 3 will be the final one. That's a little bit smaller there. It's just over 12 acres in Smith County of Texas. So that auction getting ready to begin here in just about 5 minutes. We'll let you know when that gets underway here momentarily. We can pop back over to my computer on our Google Maps for us, give you an idea where we're going to be in just about an hour. We're going to be in Carbondale, so just northwest of Snowmass. In fact, I think it's maybe 30 minutes into Snowmass. And then Aspen is just right after that, so you can kind of get an idea where we are, just south of I-70 coming out of Denver, south of Glenwood Springs. This is a beautiful property we're getting ready to auction off today. It is a custom home, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, over 5,800 square feet, 0.7 acre lot is what size that house is sitting on, built in 2018. Obviously, there's just a ton of outdoor stuff to do out there year-round, really. If you're not skiing, then you're fly fishing. Fly fishing's big out there. It's all right there up your basically right in the neighborhood. So hiking obviously is just up the road. So a lot to do out that way. And the house itself, just extraordinary, built by the original owner. And aside from that, we've got some land that we'll be auctioning off in that same neighborhood. So if you're looking to build a house out there, we've got that opportunity as well. Got a fantastic video that we've done here at Auction Network for you to take a little bit closer look at the Carbondale property. Again, that auction out in Colorado is going to happen here in just about an hour. Right now, we've got property in Tyler, Texas, in East Texas, the Piney Woods of East Texas, in fact. Beautiful land out that way. We've got not only land that's coming up for auction, 2 different lots. We've also got a fantastic home that's getting ready to auction as well. We'll go to them in just a little bit, but first I want to talk about the online onlys that are being auctioned off right now. We have a group of 20 properties in Alabama, Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. Those auctions opened up for bidding on Monday, and those have been going on for 3 days now. Well, let's see, what was the 17th? Today's the 19th. Oh, I guess they opened up on Tuesday. I'm getting my days mixed up here. So everybody online's been bidding on them Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, Thursday, they started closing out. We actually have a few of them that have already closed throughout the day today, but we do have a few more left on our page here. You can find this on the upcoming auctions part of our webpage here, and then just click on the tab that says October 17th through the 19th. You can see these that have already auctioned. They didn't have any bids on them, but if you'd like to place a bid on them, you're really on these properties or any property we have on our website, you can call 1-800-801-8003. That'll put you into contact with their customer sales representatives. They'll get you into contact with the sales reps that handle these properties. You can place a offer on any property we've got on our website. Sometimes you may have something in your portfolio that would be perfect for your portfolio, and you can place an offer on it before it even goes to auction. And what we call is a pre-auction offer. We have that happen all the time. You can see here a lot of these have already closed out throughout the day today. Page 2, I think, is where it pops up where the other ones are. Yeah, so lot 12 is where it picks up, where this one's getting ready to close here in about 46 seconds. About another 5 minutes left on lot 13, 10 minutes left on lot 14. You can see all these: Independence, Missouri, Columbia, Missouri. A couple of property in Kansas. We've got Harbor Springs, Arkansas, also on the auction block. That one's still got about 35 minutes left to place bids on there. So those are our live online only properties here that are auctioning today in these 6 states, 20 of them in those 6 states. And then we've got Colorado and Texas happening here right now. Texas now, Colorado in about an hour. We're going to take just a little bit of a break. We'll be right back with you. You're watching Auction Network. You're watching Auction Network.
Hi, I'm Tara Vreeland, and I'm here to walk you through how to place a bid here on AuctionNetwork.com. Before you can place a bid, you need to register. For help with that, simply watch our How to Register tutorial. And after you've registered, bidding is easy. First, sign into your account at AuctionNetwork.com. Next, find the properties that interest you. There's many ways to search, by keyword, date, or even with a map. For convenience, add them to your favorites to customize your own personal dashboard. All of your properties in one convenient location in your account. Now, when you've decided which property on which you'd like to bid, you do have a couple of options. You can enter a max bid. This allows the bidding system to bid on your behalf until the competition stops or your max bid is reached. Another option is to bid incrementally, one step at a time. And to join a live on location auction, go to the home page at the time and day of your sale, sign in, and start bidding along with the auctioneer. Be sure to follow the bidding application and turn your speakers up. That's all there is to it. Now go get that dream property. Good luck and good bidding.
And welcome back into Auction Network Live on this Thursday. We are headed out to Tyler, Texas, the rose capital of the world out there in East Texas, the Piney Woods of East Texas. In fact, about an hour and a half outside of Dallas. We've got a big old house we're auctioning off on well over 70 acres, 78 acres in fact. Then we've got 2 parcels of land that we're going to auction off. If you're familiar with the lot orders, we're going to start with lot 4, then lot 2, then lot 3. Tony Langdon's on site for us out there, ready to start terms and conditions. He'll start those momentarily. You've not missed a thing if you're online with us waiting for the auction to get underway. We know we've got some online bidders with us. Hang tight. Once he starts at those T's and C's, as we call them around here, we will chime back in with him out there. He does have a few people on the property that he's been talking with and getting registered and ready to place some bids. We do know that we're just about 5-10 minutes behind schedule than normal, so just hang tight. You haven't missed anything. We haven't started the auction, and we'll get underway here momentarily. Real quick, let's take a look at where we're going in Tyler. This is on the east side of town. It's out by the Old Palace. We've got land out there that we will auction off along with a house. It's on that 78 acres. The house itself built in 1980, a big one too, about 5,000 square feet. In fact, it's almost 79 acres, 78.9 to be exact. Lot to it as well. It's a ranch home that was developed by the original owner of the Old Palace, and that is getting ready to auction here momentarily. And then lots 2 and 3 are acreage that'll be auctioned separately. And it does sound like he's starting terms and conditions now, so let's take a listen in. And Tony Langdon, good luck and good bidding in the Lone Star State.
This online. For those of you that are joining us online, we appreciate your participation also, and you will be participating in the auction today in accordance to the same terms and conditions that those that have joined us on site. So for those of you that are here, if you have not completed a registration application, received a bidder's number, we can accommodate you very quickly, but it is imperative that we have issued you a bidder's number in order to bid on the property today. So for everybody, both here on site and those online at the Auction Network, I'm going to hit some of the highlights of the terms and conditions, and you can follow along in the handout that you've received today. Most importantly, we're going to offer up 3 properties today. They'll be selling at auction. We'll be selling these properties as is. As is means you're buying these properties in their present and current condition. So you're going to get everything good about it. In turn, if it has any faults, they'll go right along with the property also. So as a prospective buyer, it's necessary that not only have you physically inspected the property, but through your own research, you've gathered as much information about this property as you possibly can, because as you can see from the handout that you've received today, we're still somewhat limited in the amount of information that we actually have available to be able to provide you. Now, in just a few minutes, we're going to have a live auction. You're going to be able to bid your price on the property today. When we sell property at auction, as is, it's going to differ slightly from what you're probably accustomed to with a traditional or conventional real estate transaction. When we sell property at auction as is, there are no contingencies related to financing or your ability to be financed. Both sell inspections or appraisals can be done, but they do not alter the outcome of the auction. You're still bound to the transaction. And the contract that we utilize has no option period to be able to back out of the transaction, as what you may be accustomed to with a traditional or conventional real estate transaction. So today we're selling this property with seller confirmation, which just simply means we're going to conduct the auction, establish the high bid, determine who the high bidder is. We'll execute the contract. We'll send these back into Tulsa to Williams & Williams, and the seller has up to 7 days to accept or reject the bid. Now, if they do reject the bid, you'll be contacted to at least try to have an opportunity to give a counteroffer there. But with that, all that being said, we've got a very, very motivated seller. So bid with confidence today that you're going to get the property. As I said, we'll be offering 3 properties today. One property has been withdrawn from the auction. That's the one at the Nottingham land that was going to sell Absolute. There was some issues in regards to some processes that needed to be prepared prior to the auction. They didn't get those prepared in time. So that one has been withdrawn. However, it is still available. So you might contact the Williams & Williams offices if you do have an interest in that specific property. In regards to the taxes for the current year, they'll be prorated between you as the buyer and the seller, which is customary in any real estate transaction. Any back taxes or liens, if they do exist, they'll all be satisfied by the seller's proceeds at closing. So you're going to move forward clean on this property, or all 3 of these properties, after you close. The title company has been pre-selected, so everything is all in order. We've tried to eliminate virtually all the negotiation here, with the exception of the live auction, which is public and transparent. in regards to the contract, the names that or the entities that will appear on the contract today, they must match what will appear on the deed, thus the term non-assignable. So this contract that you execute today cannot be assigned to another party prior to the closing. Before we get underway, and I'll explain these properties as we go in the process in regards to the auction, but in regards to our terms and conditions thus far, does anyone have any questions whatsoever? Maybe something that I've not covered or that you're unclear on. Any questions? Smartest people are always in Texas. Always enjoy doing them here. Now, in regards to the purchase price today, there'll be a 5% buyer's premium added to the purchase price. So that's going to be high bid at auction plus 5%. Now, that'll constitute your total contract price. When we execute the contract today, we're going to ask that you leave a 10% deposit. That deposit can be made by cash or check or cashier's check. But it is imperative that we have that done at the conclusion of the auction when we do execute the contract. So I hope that everyone has come prepared and that you have the proper method of payment in hand. Now, in regards to the closing will be approximately 30 days following the conclusion of the auction. And you can close either by cash or financing or a combination of the two. So any questions? This is a big transactions today, and obviously we don't want any confusion. We want everybody to have a clear understanding of what's about to take place because the auction goes very, very quickly. Any questions whatsoever? Yes, ma'am. Yes. 5% is the buyer's premium. That's over the high bid. So, and for Auction Network, once again, I need to repeat that question. The question was about the buyer's premium. It's 5% over and above the sales price. That will be added. That will constitute your total contract price. And then from that total contract price today, we'll take a 10% down payment. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Everybody's good on all of that? All right. We're going to go with the property where we're actually standing on first. That's the one at 16,611 County Road 192. And then we'll follow that up with the 22 acres at 10,405 State Highway 272 East. And then we'll conclude the auction today with the property at 10,054 State Highway 64 East, and that's 12 acres. That'll be the order in which we go in today. We're going to offer these up individually on each of the properties. We'll go one at a time. And then, as I said, at the conclusion of the auction, we'll execute those contracts and take that 10% buyer's premium or that 10% deposit, and that will conclude the auction. So we kind of walked you through the process here. Very simple process, as I said. We tried to streamline this to make it simple, not only for you as a buyer, but also for our seller. Any questions? Okay. How many people have been to an auction of any kind? Just to raise your hands. That's all you got to do to bid. Just simply raise your hand, raise your bidder card. Now, obviously, we may have some auction pros here. You've been to a lot of auctions. You may want to be a little more discreet in regards to bidding. If you want to wink or blink or nod, that's okay. We're going to be able to tell that you're trying to bid on the property, and we'll continue to move on up with the auction process. So everybody's good? All right, now let me give you a little bit of a description in regards to the properties that we're selling. This particular owner does own the Oil Palace, and so they have, at this property where we're actually standing on, they hosted a lot of events here over the years, political, VIPs. This was an excellent place to host those parties. If you've been in the home, it's very, very spacious. There's a lot of things for activities that could go on here. It's 78.9 acres. The home is right at 5,000 square feet that was built in 1980 with a 3-car garage and a shop. There's also another home, like a guest home at the back of the property that will be included in the auction today. Obviously a gated entry, beautiful property here. This is the very first one that we're going to offer up. This is going to be 16,611 County Road 192. Delvin, are you ready? It's Mr. Delvin Helderman. He'll be assisting with the auction today. You can bid to him. He'll in turn relay that bid to me, or you can bid directly to me, whichever you would prefer. He's actually on the telephone at this time with the Auction Network where they're manning the computers. So if they receive a bid online, they'll relay that bid to him by telephone. He'll in turn inject that bid directly into the auction in real time. Any questions there? Auction Network, before we get underway, please, you've got a hot button on there. Only click on that button if you intend on bidding on the property today. And one other thing, be sure that you're bidding on the specific property that we're selling before you click that bid button. If you are recognized as a high bidder online, stay by the phone, because immediately at the conclusion of the auction today, a representative from Williams & Williams will contact you to execute the contract with you and make arrangements for the down payment. All right? Everybody's good? Auction Network, good? All right, here we go. This is going to be 16611 County Road 192. Once again, this property is comprised of 78.9 acres with almost a 5,000 square foot home, 3-car garage, shop, and a guest house. Ladies and gentlemen, have it over to bid of 500, 600,000. That's $600,000 get $700,000 get $800. That's $700, $800,000 good $800. Let's see, $800,000 get $900,000 get $900,000 get $800,000 $900,000 get $900. Anybody? Here we go. Here get on there. $900,000 get $900,000 get $900. Here it goes. Last call. $800,000 $900,000 $800 to $900. $800 to $900, $800,000 get $900,000 get $850,000 get $850,000 get $850,000 get $850,000 get $850,000 to $800,000 get $800,000 get $800,000 get $800,000 get $900,000 at $950,000 get $950,000 get $50. You want it at $950,000. Here it goes. $950,000 get $950 at $900,000 and $50 $900,000 get $950. Who will give it at $900,000 and $950,000 get $950. $950,000 if you want to do it. $950 at $950 online. You've got for I put you in at $850. You said $850. $850 $900. $850 $900,000 $850 $850,000 to $900,000 $850 $900,000 get $859. $850,000 to $900,000. You're good there. $850 $900,000. Here it goes. $850 $9 get $900,000 to $9. $850 to $9. $850 to $9. $850 $900. $850 $900,000 get $900. I'll take it. $950 at $950,000 $50 $950,000 get $950. Who'll give it at $900,000 and $950,000 get $50. $9 million at $950 $1 million. $950 $75. $950 $75. $1 million at $975 $1 million. $1 million. Round it out. Even money. Give me $1 million at $975 $1 million. $975 $1 million. $1 million. Here we go. $975 $1 million. Last call. $975 $1 million. $975 $1 million. $975 $1 million. $1 million. Yes or no? At $975 $1 million. $975. Here, give me $1 million. $975. Let me tell you one thing. Right now, I'm not going to try to explain everything to you about this property, but it's really simple. At that amount, at 80 acres, we're at like $12,000 an acre if it was cleared. If it was cleared and there was nothing here, if it was cleared, we're at about $12,000 an acre. That's way under the market for this area right here. Today's the day. This is your opportunity. $975. $950, $75, and $950, $75, $950, $75, $950, who'll give it at $950, $75 down, $975,000. You want to do that? $975,000. 80 acres with a 5,000 square foot home and a guest house. Gave it entry. It's beautiful. Big mature trees here. Lush pasture. $975. $950, $975, $950, $975. Here we go. $950, $975. Anybody else? $975. If you want to do it now. Today's the day. Tomorrow's going to be too late. $975. You want to give it? We're $950 on the Auction Network. $975. Anybody else? $950, $975. Who and done? Last and final call. Now $1 million. Now $1 million. Waited to the last minute. My goodness. Now $1,050,000. $1,050,000. $1,050,000. $1,050,000. Come on, get in if you want in. Do it quickly. Let's do it quick online. $1 million online. We got a lot of activity there. $1,050,000. $1,050,000. Come on. $1,050,000. Worth more. You're buying it at 50% on the dollar, it looks like to me. $1,050,000. Yes or no? $1,050,000. We've got them working online. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do, Shane?
$1,050,000. Auction Network, it's up to you. You've got them all on there right now. We've got $1 million bid, $1,050,000. One's in, one's out. Yes or no? What about a maybe? $1,050,000. $1 million, $1,050,000. Who and done? Anybody else? We'll close it out. $1 million on the Auction Network. $1 million on the Auction Network. The bidder number is
555. 555 Blue Falcon.
555 Blue Falcon. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. This is going to be the property at 10,405 State Highway 272 East. It's 22 acres. They originally bought this. They were going to make a rodeo arena there. The people that owned the Oil Palace, they really didn't want to start hauling dirt into the Oil Palace, so they decided to buy this particular tract of land, and they were actually going to put a big arena there and have rodeos. Unfortunately, that didn't come to fruition during the time period that they were anticipating. So we're going to offer it up for sale today, ladies and gentlemen. This is 10,405. Same thing applies. A 5% buyer's premium will be added, a 10% down payment. At the conclusion of the sale, selling with seller confirmation. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, have an open bid of 200, 300. At $200,000, get a little bit 300, $300,000, get a little bit 2, 3, 2 to be a little bit 3 to buy a little bit 2, $300,000, get a little bit 300. At $200,000, get a little bit $300,000, get a little bit 2 here, give me 3, then a little bit 2 to be a little bit 2, a little bit 2, a little bit 300. At $200,000, get a little bit $300,000, get a little bit 2 here, 3, then a little bit 2, a little bit 3, a little bit 2, a little bit 300. At $250,000, $250,000. Get a little bit 50, 50, a little bit 250. At $200,000, get a little bit 50, 50, a little bit $200,000 to 50, a little bit 250, and a little bit 250. You want to do it there? At $200,000, a little bit 250, a little bit 2, a little bit 2.5, a little bit 2, a little bit 2, a little bit. That's just a little over $10,000 an acre. At $200,000 to 50, a little bit 250 on a major highway. At $200,000 to 50, a little bit 250, a little bit $200, a little bit $250,000, get a little bit 50. Anybody? At $200,000 to 50, a little bit 250. What do you want to do over here? Give me 250. At $200,000 to 50, 50, a little bit $250,000, get a little bit 50, 50, a little bit 2, a little bit 50, a little bit 2, a little bit 225. I'll do that. 225 now, 50, 225 to 50, a little bit 250. At 225 to 50, a little bit 50, 50, a little bit $250,000 to 50, a little bit 50, 50, a little bit 250, a little bit 50. Anybody? At $250,000, get a little bit 50, a little bit 225 owned here on site. Auction Network, you're out. 250,000. 225, 250. At $225, $250,000, give it a little bit, $250, $225, $50, a little bit, $250. You want to do it over here? $250,000, $250,000, $225, $50. Now $75, $250, $75, a little bit, $275. You owned it for a while and didn't cost you a nickel. Now give me $275. What do you say? $275, $275. $250, $75, liberty, $275,000, get a little bit, $75. Last and final call. Here it goes. $75. Now $300. $300, $200, $75, now $300. Auction Network, you're out. $300, $275, $300,000, get a little bit, $275, liberty, $300. At $275, $300,000, get a little bit, $3. What do you want to do online there, Auction Network? We've got $275 bid on site. $300 if you want to do it. Click in if you want it. Hit that bid button one more time at $300, $275, $300. 22 acres in Smith County. Right there close to the Oil Palace, 300, and now 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 325, 3 1/4, 325. Here it goes, 320, a little bit, 25, $300,000, a little bit, 25. Last call. Anybody else? 300, 3 1/4, 325. Auction Network's in the lead. 3 1/4. We got everybody hitting their calculator there. You want to be 310 one time? I'll do it just once for you. You've been with me all the way. Don't quit now. 310,000. Give 310 and buy it or help me get more. What do you say? 310,000, 310. Go ahead and give it a shot. Give it a shot. 310. Let me tell you. Can't make it work at 310. I don't know if you were going to make it work at 275 either. So you may as well go ahead and give it 310. What do you say? 310. 310. That only changed the price per acre about $1,000. Give me 310. 310. 310. 310. Anybody else? $300,000 and a 10, 10, 11, 310. Anybody else before I go? 300,000, 310. We're with the Auction Network. 300,000, 310. You sure? You want to change your mind? They tell me a wise man changes his mind every once in a while. You going to be that guy today? Give me 310,000. Let's see. 310,000. 310. Try it one more time. 310,000. You want to do it? I know you're calculating. Go ahead. 310. You sure? 310. You done? There you go. Undo it. Now 25. Auction Network, you're out. 325,000. Got 310 bid on site. 325,000. Set it up for 325. You're out online at the Auction Network. I've got it right here on site at 310,000. 325. Do it quickly. 325,000. 325,000 if you want to give it. 325. You click it in or not? Hit that bid button. Let's go. 325. 325. Tell you what, I'm going to help. We'll do it 10,000 at a time. Give me 320. 320,000.
320.
320. I've got 310 on site. 320. 320,000. Now 330. 330. You sure this time? You sure? You done? You through? You mad? I'm just checking. Okay. We got 320,000. You want to be 325? 325. 325. 320, 325. Anybody else? Last and final call. That's it this time. 325 will do it. You want in? Anybody else? What about here? What about back here? Anybody else? Let's close it out on the Auction Network once again at $320,000. $320,000. That's going to be bidder number
5021.
5021.
Reynolds.
Randy Reynolds. Congratulations, Randy. Thank you. That'll be with seller confirmation, so they'll be contacting you to execute the contract, and then we'll have seller confirmation on that. We do appreciate that. All right, let's move to the last one we're going to offer today. This is the one I kind of like the best. This is 10,054 State Highway 64 East. It is a lot of road frontage right there. It's heavily wooded, a lot of opportunity right there. As you can see, housing developments all around that particular property. It's comprised of just a little over 12 acres right there with a lot of road frontage on Highway 64 East. All right. This is 10,054 State Highway 64 East. Ladies and gentlemen, have an opening bid of 100, 200. At $100,000, get a little bit of 200. $200,000, get a little bit of 1, a little bit of 200,000, get a little bit of 150. $100,000 in a 50, 50, a little bit of 100,000, get a little bit of 50, a little bit of 150,000. $100,000 in a 50, 50, a little bit of 150,000, get a little bit of 50, a little bit of 1, a little bit of 150. Anybody at $100,000 in a 50, a little bit of 150, a little bit of 150, 150,000. 150,000. You want to do it here? 150,000. Yes or no? 150. $150,000. Get a little bit of 50, 50, a little bit of 1, a little bit of 150. I know what you want to do. Give me 125. 125. That's 10,000 an acre. Go ahead and get in.
125.
125. 125,000. Here it goes. $125,000. Get a little bit of 25. Last call. This is going to be the last one. If you want one, you better get this one. Here it goes. 125. 125,000. 125,000. Heavily wooded. Heavily wooded. 125 behind you there, Delvin. I got him. 125. You 150. 150,000. 150,000 to you. It's just like checkers. It's your move. 150. 150,000. 150. You got the green light. Come on. 150,000. 150. Is that a yes? A no? 150. 125. 150. What about at Auction Network? We've got 125,000 bid here on site. 150,000 to advance it. 150 if you want to give it. 150. What about Randy Reynolds? You want another one? Give 150,000 for this one. 125's on site. Takes 150 to advance. 150. 150,000. 150. Tell you what, change that on the board there at Auction Network. Make it 135 for everybody. 135,000. 125's on site. You're at the property. Take 135,000 if you want to advance it there, Auction Network. Click in if you do. Hit that bid button at 135. Anybody? 135,000. 125's here. 135. 135. Now 150. 150. 150. Got to do a little more calculating there. We're ciphering. That's an old word. That just makes me show how old I am when I say cipher. All right. You want to be 150? We got 135 bid. 150. Yes or no? You want to do that? 150? He looks like he's going to. I think he will. 150. Yes or no? 135, 50. 135, 50, 50, 135, 50, 50. Anybody else? Looks like all the action's on the auction network right now. We've got $135,000 bid there. To advance it here on site, $150,000. You want to give 150? 150 right here. 150,000. 150. Yes? Is that a yes? 150. You making the decision there? 150. You want to do it? 150. Last and final call. If you want in, get in. Here it goes. I thought so. Now 160 there, auction network.
I got it here.
Got 150,000 bid on site. 160,000. 160,000 auction network. Hop in there. Click that bid button.
60.
You were 135. We got 150 here. Takes 160 to advance. 160,000 if you want to do that.
60, 60.
160,000. Auction network, what do you want to do?
What's his number?
160,000. 160. 160. Is it the same guy that bought the other one? 160,000.
RA is out.
RA is out. RA, you're out.
Oh,
160, 170, 170, 170. You sure this time, sir? I tell you, I really appreciate you coming today. You've been a really, really good bidder. All of you have been. 160,000. Anybody else? 170. 170. No, we got 150. Is that right? 150.
160.
160 online, now 70. 170. I'm sorry about that. 170. Thought it was worth more anyway. 160, 170, 170. Tell you what, I'm going to let you in one time for 165. You want to do that? 165,000. You want to give it a shot there? 165,000. See what that is, cost per acre. What's about 15,000 maybe? Not even that much. You want to give it? That's about 12,000, isn't it? Yeah, 12, 13,000. You and I talked before the sale. You know it's all worth more than that. You got all that lumber there, all those. I mean, there's a lot that can be logged off of there. It'll sure cheapen it up if you want to do it. 165. Thought so. Now 170. 170 there, auction network. We got 165 on site. Take 170,000. Keep it going. 170,000. RA, you're out. RA, you're out. 170. We got 165. 165. 165's here. Got to be 170 online at the auction network. 170. Today's the day. RA's out. RA, you want in? Get in. I'm getting ready to let it loose here. Give me 170,000. 170,000. Anybody else? 165, 170. What do you want to do there, auction network? Let me know one way or the other. Got 165, 170,000. This will be the last call there, RA. You came all this way. You were 160,000. Don't miss it for 10,000. Don't miss it for $10,000. Give 170,000 if you want to give it. One, and this will be the last chance you get. 170,000 on 12 acres on Highway 64, heavily wooded. You'd have those trees pulled off of there. That'll sure keeping everything up. It's on a major highway with a lot of road frontage. 170,000, 165, 170. Last call. Anybody else? Congratulations. We're going to close it out here on site at 165,000. That's going to be bidder number 958 at $165,000. That will be selling with seller confirmation. We'll execute the contract here, obviously. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have joined us on site and also those that have joined us online, we certainly appreciate your participation. On behalf of our staff here on site, the staff back in Tulsa at Williams & Williams, and obviously our sellers, we want to thank you for your participation today. And that does conclude our auction.
There you go, Tony Langdon out there in East Texas for us in Tyler. Those auctions happening, taking about 40 minutes to get those auctions done there. We started with that big house out there on 79 acres. That went for $1 million online with us here. Blue Falcon, online member. Congratulations to you there. Blue Falcon, I think, was placing some bids on lot 2 as well. But Randy Reynolds outbid everybody, including the floor out there. Randy Reynolds picking that up online with us here at Auction Network at $320,000 for that acreage there, lot 2. Lot 3, you're hearing just there closing out. RA 6991 as well as Randy Reynolds both placing some bids against the floor there, but again, outbid by the floor at $165,000 for Lot 3. Congratulations to everybody involved in that auction there in Tyler, Texas. We are not done yet. Here in about 20 minutes at the top of the hour, we're going to be back with you in a beautiful part of the great state of Colorado.
You're watching Auction Network. You're watching Auction Network.
Hi, I'm Tara Breland, and I'm here to walk you through how to place a bid here on AuctionNetwork.com. Before you can place a bid, you need to register. For help with that, simply watch our How to Register tutorial. And after you've registered, bidding is easy. First, sign into your account at AuctionNetwork.com. Next, find the properties that interest you. There's many ways to search, by keyword, date, or even with a map. For convenience, add them to your favorites to customize your own personal dashboard. All of your properties in one convenient location in your account. Now, when you've decided which property on which you'd like to bid, you do have a couple of options. You can enter a max bid. This allows the bidding system to bid on your behalf until the competition stops or your max bid is reached. Another option is to bid incrementally, one step at a time. And to join a live on location auction, go to the home page at the time and day of your sale, sign in, and start bidding along with the auctioneer. Be sure to follow the bidding application and turn your speakers up. That's all there is to it. Now go get that dream property. Good luck and good bidding.
Did you know you can find information about courthouse foreclosure auctions on AuctionNetwork.com? Just look for this banner on the homepage and click through to a map to find scheduled foreclosure auctions near you. The list changes every day, so check back often. On auction day, you can text us to get up-to-the-minute bid changes, postponements, or cancellations.
Do you have a property you would like to sell on Auction Network? We can help you list and sell in about 30 days if you need to sell quickly, and close in as little as 30 days. Our auction experts will walk you through the process and even provide a complimentary auction valuation. Call 1-800-801-8003 or send us an email at customer.service@williamsauction.com.
watching Auction Network.
Guys, can you go?
You're watching Auction Network.
Hi, I'm Tara Vreeland, and I'm here to walk you through how to place a bid here on AuctionNetwork.com. Before you can place a bid, you need to register. For help with that, simply watch our How to Register tutorial. And after you've registered, bidding is easy. First, sign into your account at AuctionNetwork.com. Next, find the properties that interest you. There's many ways to search, by keyword, date, or even with a map. For convenience, add them to your favorites to customize your own personal dashboard. All of your properties in one convenient location in your account. Now, when you've decided which property on which you'd like to bid, you do have a couple of options. You can enter a max bid. This allows the bidding system to bid on your behalf until the competition stops or your max bid is reached. Another option is to bid incrementally, one step at a time. And to join a live on location auction, go to the home page at the time and day of your sale, sign in, and start bidding along with the auctioneer. Be sure to follow the bidding application and turn your speakers up. That's all there is to it. Now go get that dream property. Good luck and good bidding.
Did you know you can find information about courthouse foreclosure auctions on AuctionNetwork.com? Just look for this banner on the homepage and click through to a map to find scheduled foreclosure auctions near you. The list changes every day, so check back often. On auction day, you can text us to get up-to-the-minute bid changes, postponements, or cancellations.
Good Thursday afternoon to you. Welcome back into Auction Network Live on this October 19th. We have been in Texas earlier today. We sold a big house out there and a lot of acreage. That all going very quickly in about 40 minutes. $1 million for the house. Online, Blue Falcon, or online member there, picking that house up, that lot 4. And then Randy Reynolds placing the high bid on lot 2, that land, for $320,000. High bidders out on the property at $165,000 for lot 3. That all in Tyler, Texas, just about an hour ago. Here in just a few minutes, we're going to be in the great state of Colorado. In fact, we'll be on the west side of the state, pretty close to Snowmass and Aspen, just south of I-70, west of Denver. We're going to be in Carbondale, which is a beautiful neighborhood that we're getting ready to auction not only a home on momentarily, but we've also got 2 lots that are ready to build your dream home on as well. Let's take a look at what we're going to auction off. Lot 7 will go first. That's the big house that we will auction off. And then lots 5 and 6, that is going to be buyer's choice by the dollar. As we're looking at the slides here of the property, explaining buyer's choice real quick with you. So I've got 2 lots that'll auction off. One's going to be 0.54 acres and the other one 0.61 acre. When buyer's choice happens, we do this a lot when we've got multiple lots or acreage. Whatever that first high bidder is, they are able to pick and choose between any combination of those lots. So if you're the high bidder, you get to pick between lots 5 and 6. You may want both of them. If you're a developer, maybe you take both of them. That high bid is going to be multiplied by 2. So that's how that all works. You always want to be the first high bidder out of the gate because you get to pick and choose first. If you wait around, you may be left with nothing if they end up taking both of those lots. So again, that's how that works, and that will get underway here momentarily. Scott Mahalik already on site for us. We've talked to him and done some microphone checks, so I believe we're going to have some live shots for you out in Carbondale as well during our broadcast. Taking a look at this house here real quick, as I mentioned, it's just about 35 minutes outside of Snowmass and Aspen area. It is a beautiful scene and setting that this house is sitting on. Really a house that, boy, I don't even know if I'd want to leave that house. There's a wine room, a hot tub, beautiful kitchen, living areas, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. So it's a big house, over 5,800 square feet. It was built in 2018, sitting on a 0.7 acre lot. Address 37 Primrose Lane there in that community. Beautiful construction on this property. It's got a lot of technology with it as well. Gated Aspen Glen Golf Community is where this home's located. The golf club offering social and golf memberships. Got a community pool there, organized exercise, golf course of course, and many other activities and amenities. Of course, you've also got fly fishing in the area, that fantastic skiing and hiking. A custom design by renowned Red House Architecture. A showcase house. All the home's furnishings are going to convey with the sale as well. So, man, and talk about turnkey. Big ceilings. One of the rooms got 18-foot vaulted ceilings in it. As you can imagine, a lot of windows on that house to enjoy the view. The wine room that I mentioned, about 1,000 bottles in there. Refrigerated wine cellar, but it'd take a while to go through that. Elevator in the house as well. There's 4 gas fireplaces. There's just a lot to this home, and it is big, as I mentioned, over 5,800 square feet, 5 beds, 5.5 baths, and that all getting ready to auction here momentarily. Let's take a closer look at this property we're getting ready to auction in Carbondale, Colorado at 37 Primrose Lane.
You're watching Auction Network.
Hi, I'm Tara Vreeland, and I'm here to walk you through how to place a bid here on AuctionNetwork.com. Before you can place a bid, you need to register. For help with that, simply watch our How to Register tutorial. And after you've registered, bidding is easy. First, sign into your account at AuctionNetwork.com. Next, find the properties that interest you. There's many ways to search, by keyword, date, or even with a map. For convenience, add them to your favorites to customize your own personal dashboard. All of your properties in one convenient location in your account. Now, when you've decided which property on which you'd like to bid, you do have a couple of options. You can enter a max bid. This allows the bidding system to bid on your behalf until the competition stops or your max bid is reached. Another option is to bid incrementally, one step at a time. And to join a live on location auction, go to the home page at the time and day of your sale, sign in, and start bidding along with the auctioneer. Be sure to follow the bidding application and turn your speakers up. That's all there is to it. Now go get that dream property. Good luck and good bidding.
you know, you can find information about courthouse foreclosure auctions on auctionnetwork.com. Just look for this banner on the homepage and click through to a map to find scheduled foreclosure auctions near you. The list changes every day, so check back often. On auction day, you can text us to get up-to-the-minute bid changes, postponements, or cancellations.
And good Thursday afternoon to you. Welcome back into Auction Network Line. Just a few minutes after the hour of 2 Eastern, 1 Central. We are 12 o'clock Mountain Time because that's where we're headed right now. We're going to be outside of Snowmass and Aspen. We've got a property in Carbondale, Colorado, on the west side of the state there, just south of I-70 outside of Denver. Beautiful setting out there. This house that we're getting ready to auction has got a lot to it. It is also a very big house. And if you're looking to build your dream home in that area, it is a gated golf community. We've got lots 5 and 6. So those are lots ready to be built on if you're looking at moving into that area. Let's take a look at the house that we're going to auction off here. This is going to be lot 7. And here in a minute, I'll talk about what we're going to do with lots 5 and 6. It's going to be buyer's choice is what that is. Looking at the house right now, 37 Primrose Lane. That is a big house. 5 beds, 5.5 baths, over 5,800 square feet, 0.7 acres that is sitting on. It's got like 4 fireplaces in it, I think. Big ceilings. One of those rooms has 18-foot vaulted ceilings. A lot of windows around it as well. As you imagine, you want a lot of windows living in Colorado, getting those mountain views. Custom house. It is beautiful in the gated Aspen Glen golf community. All kinds of stuff to be active with there in the golf community. Obviously, it's got the golf course. We've got the community pool. There's organized exercising. Very, very neat location there. And of course, obviously in the community of Carbondale, in the area that you're in, hiking, skiing, fly fishing is great out there. So there is a lot to that. This lot 7 is going to auction to the highest bidder online or on site. Scott Mahalik will be our auctioneer on site. We've also got some live images that we'll be broadcasting here momentarily. Taking a look at the land that we'll be auctioning off. Lots 5 and 6. This is going to be buyer's choice by the dollar. We use this a lot in the auction business when we've got multiple lands that are about the same size, or if we're auctioning acreage for farm and ranch. Lot 5 is a 0.54 acre lot. Lot 6 is a 0.61 acre lot. Both of these in the Aspen Glen golf community near the house there. You can see them from the aerial shots. Just a street over on Mariposa. Am I saying that right? Mariposa Lane? What's going to happen? The buyer's choice, the auction will get underway. Scott will get a high bidder. And that high bidder gets to pick and choose between whatever lot they want. They may choose 5, they may choose 6. They also have the option of taking both of the lots. So if they take 2 of them, whatever that high bid is, it'll be multiplied by 2. So you may have a developer in the auction group that's looking at building houses out there, and you may be left with nothing if you wait. So you always want to be the first high bidder and in the gate when it comes to buyer's choice. So that's how that works. We do it all the time in the auction business. And Scott will explain that again as we get going here momentarily. We do know the auction's behind just about 10 minutes, so hang tight with us. It is not started. We had some folks out on the property that they were registering and visiting with. We do have a closer look at the property, the house itself that's getting ready to auction here momentarily, and lot 7 will go first.
Welcome back into Auction Network Live. We are at 1:10 Central Time Zone, 12:10 out there in the Mountain Time Zone. We're going to be heading to Carbondale, Colorado here momentarily while we wait for that auction. They're just doing some mic checks and some camera checks here out there on site to make sure everybody online can hear everything going on exactly as they are out on the property. Real quick here while I've got you, I want to talk to you a little bit about the live online onlys that are coming up. We had a big group that closed out today. In fact, 20 properties in Alabama, Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. Those have all closed out within the last 30 minutes or so. Some of those didn't have any bids on them. So with those properties or anything we've got listed on our website, you can always place or call in an offer. You may be an investor out there that's got a portfolio with a lot of properties in Missouri, and you see some Missouri properties pop up. You can call before they even go to auction and say, hey, listen, this is what I'm willing to pay for that house. They'll take it to the seller and see if they can work out a deal. That is what we call as a pre-auction offer. And again, that can happen with any property we offer here at Auction Network. So those 20 have already closed out today. We're in Colorado and Texas today as well. But looking ahead to next week, next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we are going to be in Alabama, Arkansas, Missouri, and Mississippi. We've got 7 properties live online there that will open up. Those are just for our members online here. So you're bidding just against online Auction Network members. So there's no auctioneer on site doing a real quick auction. These run for 24, 48, 72 hours. This one particularly is set up for the 24th through the 26th of next week. Right after that, on the 30th, we'll be back with you, carrying you throughout the end of the month with another 20 properties in all these states. You've got about 30 seconds. Alabama, Delaware, Iowa, Idaho, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Minnesota, Missouri, North Carolina. We're going to be out in New Mexico, Texas, and Washington as well. And then, as you can see, we've got another 11 properties that start on the 31st, Halloween, through November 2nd, carrying us through the first week of November. This is in our upcoming auctions part of our webpage here. So between now and the end of the month, looks like we've got about 28 properties for you there, and we don't slow down. You can see we're just marching right through the month of November, right into, we've got properties leading up to Thanksgiving. We got properties after Thanksgiving, right up to the end of the month of November. This part of our webpage is always changing, by the way. We're always adding properties here, where our sales team works all the time, gathering properties from different resources. We've got bank-owned properties. We've got individuals that have inherited homes that come to auction. We've got, executives looking to move across the country. Sometimes they need to sell a house real quick. Auction's a great way to do that. Does sound like Scott Mahalick's ready to go out in Carbondale. Again, lot 7, that's going to be the big house that will auction first. And then lots 5 and 6, those are going to be buyer's choice. So let's take a listen in now. Good luck and good bidding out in Colorado. We'll see you on the other side.
Okay.
Today's auction. You should have received a bidder card today and sale notes to participate in today's bidding. Today notes are updated disclosures. In terms of the property information, please ensure that you do have a copy of today's sale notes prior to the bidding due to the changes that may have occurred. If not, please let one of our staff members know, and we can get that to you here in a prompt fashion. Today, folks, you have registered for a bid number via online or here today, and registering confirms today that you are agreeing to our terms and conditions of the sale stated in the contract and its addendum, which are incorporated by reference into your bidding. We ask you please do not bid unless you have agreed to be bound by the terms of the sale and the contract, as they are final upon becoming a high bidder. All properties today are being sold as is, where is, without any further inspections and or repairs or contingencies to the sale. Williams & Williams represents the sellers only and do not inspect the properties on behalf of the bidder here today. Buyers are obligated to use the closer indicated on the contract, and current year's taxes are prorated through the date of closing. It's customary in the market. Each bidder today must make a 10% non-refundable $5,000 minimum down payment here today. Personal and business checks are accepted. The balance of the purchase price on the closing of the costs are due within 30 days of the seller's acceptance. Closing costs are delineated in the contract, which should be reviewed prior to registering the bid. As we said before, a 5% buyer's premium will be added onto the high price to constitute the final selling price, a minimum of $10,000 we talked about. Buyers are not allowed possession or entry of the property until the property closes and are funded. The property here today sells subject to seller's confirmation, and the seller has 7 business days to respond per the contract. We're coming to you live via the Auction Network, as you guys folks see us out here today in beautiful sunny Carbondale, Colorado. We'd like to welcome you online bidders via the Auction Network today. That bid button that you guys see, the orange bid button, is hot. We ask you please do not click this unless you are serious about bidding. If you are bidding can signifies that you've inspected the property and or waive your ability to inspect. We want you online bidders to pay attention to what the bidding application is showing, not the audio, as it may be delayed due to our remote location. We often sell multiple properties as we are today. We have 2 vacant lots and 1 home, so make sure you are aware of which property is being sold and being auctioned off before you start bidding. You on-site bidders shall be provided their down payment via check immediately found the auction. You online bidders shall have your wire transfer instructions there, and you can wire transfer the funds to our escrow company listed in the contract. Do not bid if you have any issues with the terms and conditions just stated, as you will be held to your contract and your agreement once signified as being the high bidder. Today on your disclosures, all property today is being sold as is, whereas without any financing, inspections, or other contingencies or delays. Buyer acknowledges receipt of the joint escrow instructions that modifies the contract for sale to provide for a designated escrow agent to hold down payment funds. Buyer and seller agree that the escrow funds may be held in a trust escrow account located outside of the state where the property is located. The property tax disclosure summary: buyers should not rely on the seller's current property taxes as the amount of property taxes that the buyer may be obligated to pay in the years subsequent to the purchase. A change of ownership of the property improvements triggers reassessments of the property that could result in a higher property tax. If you have any questions concerning this, contact your property appraiser office for information. On our square footage disclosure, the source of the square footage represents the property in the courthouse records. We want you buyers to understand and acknowledge that square footage measurements of a dwelling can vary from a few feet to several hundred feet regardless of the source. So the county's assessor record appraisal or the appraised measurements reported as you guys see here today. Buyers shall satisfy that the size and or the square footage of the dwelling is acceptable to the buyer. The buyer acknowledges also and understands that the property is bound and assessed by the restrictions of the Homeowners and Property Owners Association, and the buyer agrees to be bounded the same. The buyer agrees to assume any assessments and special assessments that they may be payable in installments that are not yet due. Dues are approximately $1,000 or $2,129 per lot and are subject to change. You as the buyer acknowledges receipt of document titled Quitclaim Bill of Sale, which lists the personal property that will convey to the buyer with the real estate. Personal property shall be included in the sale of the real estate, and buyers shall be responsible for payment of all applicable states and local taxes of the sale of personal property at closing. Neither Williams & Williams nor the seller will be responsible for any loss or missing personal property at the time of closing. All personal property is sold as is, whereas without any fault or subjects to the warranty implied or otherwise provided. The Uniform Commercial Code for the sales of all these goods are in effect. As our carbon monoxide disclosure, Colorado law requires that the sale of all residential properties have installed an operational carbon monoxide alarm prior to the sale or transfer. Buyer acknowledges that the seller will install and or inspect the carbon monoxide alarms prior to closing, and the carbon monoxide alarm test will be performed, and if said test fails, seller will complete necessary repairs to comply with the state requirements prior to closing. We did talk to you quickly about the personal property that's inside the home. You guys folks do see red dots on those properties here. Anything that has a red dot in the home is going with the seller here. As we talked, that's going to be conveyed via property quitclaim and a bill of sale. In the hall off the entry, there's 4 charcoal sketches, excluding the guitarist and violin graphite drawings are also excluded from the sale of the property. In the office, there's a gray end table and a Notre Dame drawing in a white frame. In your dining room, there's a colorful art piece above the silver cabinet, 2 sets of Asian paintings with gold frames and Asian drawings with black frames. When you work your way through the house and you see the other rooms here today, and when you do look in the kitchen, there's a handful of different saute pans and wood cutting boards, silverware for 14, steak knives, the pantry, the air fryer, the Instapot, and some of the other air fryers and assorted cookbooks will be going with the seller. In the hallway outside the office, the knitted ocean scene will be excluded from the sale, and the 3 farmhouse art pieces will also be excluded from this auction here today. And in the guest suite, there is a art piece above the bed that will not be included. All other pieces that you guys are seeing here today with the hot tub and also the chairs out front will be included in the property as you guys see it here today. Any other questions before we get started? Okay. Any questions? Okay, perfect. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for you folks that are here bidding today and also online via the auction network, we're going to be selling to you first the Primrose Lane, 37 Primrose Lane, Carbondale, Colorado. You're looking at a beautiful home here with the bedrooms here and great turnaround driveway as you see here. You see the valley and also the mountains here. A beautiful, beautiful home, not very far from Aspen and Snowmass, and what a great place to come and have your family enjoy time to live, or a little place away from home. And ladies and gentlemen, auction's on. How many dollars on them up there? Somebody good right there. I'll take $4 million. Eating a mother good netter, never get $4 million here. Eating a phone, good netter, never get $1 million. You got $1 million now. Eating $1 million, not two. Eating $1 million, $2 million, $4. Eating a phone, good netter, never get $1 million, $4. Eating $1 million, $4, good netter, never get $1 million, $4. You guys are right online. Eating $1 million, $4. Eating a phone, good netter, never get $4. Eating about never get $1 million, $4. We're on the house here. $1 million, $4. Eating a mother good netter, never get $1 million, $4. Eating a mother good netter, never get $1 million, $4. Eating a mother good netter, never get $1 million, $4. Eating a phobia to netter, never get $4. Eating a phobia to netter, never get $4. Eating a mom, never get $1 million, $4. Eating a mom, never get netter, never get $1 million, $4 is all we're asking. Eating a mom, never get netter, never get $1 million, $4. Eating a mom, never get netter, never get eating a mom, never get right there. What's that? That's right, guys. Online. Anybody get right there, guys, right there. Anybody get my get right there, $1 million, $1 million, $4. I'm asking $1 million, $4. $1 million, $4. Eating a mother get netter, never get $4. Anybody get $4. Get netter, never get $1 million, $4. Eating a mother get netter, never get $4. Get maybe get down, never get $4. Get netter, never get $4. Get maybe get down, never get $1 million, $4. Eating a mother get netter, never get $4. Get maybe get down, never get $1 million, $4. Eating a mother get netter, never get $4. Get $4. Get $4. Get $1 million, $4. Get $1 million, $4. $1 million, $4. You guys tell me $1 million, $4. Okay, let's go ahead and place that bid at $1 million. $5016. So, folks, we do have 2 adjacent lots we're going to be offering you here today. We're going to sell you a choice of those. There's one directly behind the house here, which is going to be 34 Mariposa, which is 0.54 plus or minus acres, and then also one over here that sits on the corner, which is 13 Primrose Lane, 0.61 plus or minus acres on the corner lot. We're going to be offering that to you today via choice. Anybody get right there? You guys tell me. Somebody get 300,000. Eating a $300,000 netter, get $300,000. Anybody get $300,000 here? Eating a mother get netter, never get 300. Anybody get $300,000. Anybody get 3. Anybody get netter, never get $300,000 hunter. Eating a 3. Anybody get 3. Anybody get 50,000. Now 60. Eating a say to get netter, never get say to get down, never get 60. Pound out. Anybody get 60. 50, 60. Eating a say to get mother get netter, never get say to get down, never get 50, 60. Anybody get say to get netter, never get 60. Pound dollars where? Eating a mother get netter, never get 60. Pound dollar, never get 60 pound dollar, now 70,000, 80,000. Anybody get paid, anybody get 80 pound dollar, anybody get 80. Anybody get mother get netter, never get 80 pound dollars where? Eating a mother get netter, never get paid, get netter, never get paid, get mother get netter, get 80 pound dollars where? Eating a mother get 80, get 80, get 900,000. Eating a 100 pound dollar, eating a mother get 110, 20. Eating a somebody get 80, get down, never get 100, 120. Eating a somebody get netter, never get somebody get 80, get down, never get 120. Eating a somebody get netter, never get 120. Eating a somebody get netter, never get 120,000. Eating a somebody get netter, never get 120. Eating a somebody get 80, get down, never go ahead. Eating a somebody get 80, get down, never get 20. Eating a 20, 120. Yes, sir.
You're a step ahead of me. I've got 100,000.
100 out 20, 100 out 20. Even to get 100 out 20. Even to get 10, I'll take 10 go a long way. Even to get 10, even to get 110. Even to get 10, 10, even to get 10, even to get 110. Now 20. Even to get somebody get never get somebody get down, never get 120,000. Even to get somebody get never get 120,000 where? Even to get somebody get never get 120,000. Even to get somebody get down, never get 120,000 on her. Even to get somebody get never get 20, get 20, get 30, get 30, get 30, get 40,000. Even to get 140, not 40, not 50. Even to get never get 150,000. 50,000. He did a 50 pound down, 150 pound down, $100. He did a pay bid again, 150. He did a pay bid again, 150. He did a 150 pound down, where he did a pay bid again, 150 pound down, where he did a 150,000 dollars. He did a 150. He did a pay bid again, 150. He did a pay bid again, 150,000 all we're asking. Hey, did it get 150? It's your choice what you guys want to do. I'm asking 150,000. Hey, did it get 50? Hey, did it get 150 pound down or 100? You did it get 150. Got to go, guy. Hey, did it get 30, 40? Did it get 40? Did it take 40, guys? 140. We'll take little steps.
One bidder in at 130.
I need 140.
We've got 2 bidders that are out.
You guys are out online. I got 2 on lot. I got 130. I was asking 150. I'll take 140 real quick. 140,000. He did a phone, but again, 140,000. He did a phone, but again, 140,000 dollars. He did a phone, but again, down now. Yes or no? I'm gonna go. He did 140. He did 140,000. He did a phone, but again, 140 pound down, 140 pound. He did a phone, but again, 140. I'm gonna have. We're gonna go ahead and place that high bid, subject to seller confirmation at 130,000. Yes. High bidder. Look at the screen. And selling choice. Which one would you like? You want 13 Primrose or 34 Mariposa? If you take them both, it's going to cost you $260.
He wants to be the high bidder on both.
It's going to be times 2. He takes the high bidder on both, so 130, 260,000. High bidder on both. 555. Perfect. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Williams & Williams and also in association with Aspen Snowman, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out. Go to the websites. We'll be back with you again real soon. Thanks much.
All right, thank you, Scott Mahalik out there in Colorado for us. That auction happening pretty quick there. Carlo Radio picking up the high bid online with us, $1 million for the house there, lot 7 on Primrose Lane. You heard those 2 lots there, lots 5 and 6. That was buyer's choice. So Scott got the high bidder, which was Jay Hardacre at $130,000. Jay Hardacre was able to pick and choose between any combination of those lots. They chose both of them. So those 2 are times by 130. That gives us $260 for both of those lots. Would like to send a shout out to Land Haven LLC as well. We appreciate you being on with us, placing a bid there. It looks like you bowed out at $120,000. But again, Jay Hardacre placing the high bid and taking off both lots 5 and 6 for $260,000 total on those. And Carlo Radio at $1 million for lot 7. That does it for us today. We've got more auctions for you coming up next week, October 24th through the 26th. We got 7 properties live online only. Right after that, another group of 20 properties, the 30th through the 1st. The 31st, October 31st, Halloween kicks off another 11 properties. And as you can see on our website now, we got a whole bunch of land and properties listed on our website right now that are going to carry us through the end of the November, before and after Thanksgiving there. And we are always adding to that part of our webpage. For all of us here at Auction Network and Williams & Williams, thanks for being with us. We'll see you next week.
You're watching Auction Network.
Tara Vreeland, and I'm here to walk you through how to place a bid here on AuctionNetwork.com. Before you can place a bid, you need to register. For help with that, simply watch our How to Register tutorial. And after you've registered, bidding is easy. First, sign into your account at AuctionNetwork.com. Next, find the properties that interest you. There's many ways to search, by keyword, date, or even with a map. For convenience, add them to your favorites to customize your own personal dashboard. All of your properties in one convenient location in your account. Now, when you've decided which property on which you'd like to bid, you do have a couple of options. You can enter a max bid. This allows the bidding system to bid on your behalf until the competition stops or your max bid is reached. Another option is to bid incrementally, one step at a time. And to join a live on location auction, go to the home page at the time and day of your sale, sign in, and start bidding along with the auctioneer. Be sure to follow the bidding application and turn your speakers up. That's all there is to it. Now go get that dream property. Good luck and good bidding.